Are you playing the game to avoid losing, or are you playing the game to win? If you look at your business performance, you will know whether you're playing to win or playing to not lose. And there's a big difference. Is your business stagnating in performance? Is it oscillating? If you are not getting the results that you want, I can guarantee to you that you are trying to play the game to not lose. Unbeknown to you, you may think that you're trying to play the game to win. But the way that the mind is structured, the results that you get in your life or your business are the product of your mind. Your decisions and behaviors are being influenced by where you place your attention in your mind. So today, this ideology came about because I was coaching one of my clients. I coach entrepreneurs to win the psychological battle so that they can create the business breakthrough that they desire. So this client of mine, who is a very successful online entrepreneur, the problem he wanted to work on was the fact that he's buying his business partner out. He's had a conflict with his business partner. So he was unable to make the decision, or he was unable to agree with his business partner what the terms should be of him to buy out his business partner. And so we did a process called a conflict resolution. And the idea behind the conflict resolution is to figure out where is your unconscious mind focused? Where is the energy and attention going? Because the results that you're getting in any aspect of your business are the product of where you place your attention. And usually it is placed unconsciously on something that you did not realize you were focused on. So where we began from was, what is the problem? So I've just shared what the problem was. Unable to have an agreement with his business partner to buy the business partner out. And when we delve deeper into this exercise, we eventually got to the underlying assumption. The underlying assumption is effectively the belief that he was carrying. When we uncovered the belief, he was almost shocked. He was embarrassed. He had shame coming up. And that was because he considers himself to be successful. He considers himself to be, having his mind in the right place. But what we actually uncovered was that his underlying assumption, his belief about himself, was that he wasn't good enough. That maybe the success that it had was a flash in the pan. Maybe he would never have that power to create the business results he wanted again. So therefore, if that was his underlying assumption, we then tried to understand what was the compensating strategy. Essentially, that is your behavior. What was his behavior? Unbeknown to him, what we uncovered was that his behavior was he was trying to protect the business. Protect the business from not losing. Because if you believe that you're not capable, essentially, what are you going to do? You're going to protect what you have. You're going to become defensive. And that is what was happening with him. So therefore, he became protective. Therefore, we uncovered his unconscious focus. And essentially, the unconscious focus is what result is your mind trying to achieve? It's an unconscious goal that is overriding your conscious goal. His unconscious goal was what? I must not lose the game. That is essentially what his unconscious was doing. So his survival mind, the back of his brain, was trying to avoid not losing. That was the focus. He thought his conscious focus was playing out. I want to grow the business. I want to make my vision come to fruition. It wasn't. So the reason that he was playing out this protracted game with his ex-business partner was that he felt as though he would end up losing the game. He would end up losing the life that he'd built. That's where his focus was. So the question for you is this: what is the unconscious focus of your business? And the way that you know that, as I said earlier, is when your business is stagnating or is oscillating, the chances are that there is an unconscious focus in play. Your attention is on the survival mind as opposed to the thriving mind or the prefrontal cortex. And that is what we have to uncover. So the process that I teach is, number one, when your business is not playing out the way you would like it to, we have to, number one, become aware of the unconscious dynamics that are in play. Uncover the unconscious focus. When we uncover the unconscious focus, we can now move to step number 2. We can neutralize the aspect of you that is playing the game to not lose. When we neutralize that aspect of you, you now can shift your focus, which is step number 3, to playing an attacking game, to try and win the game. You can now bring your attention back to winning. When you do that, step number 4 comes into play. What is step number 4? Step 4 is your decisions and behaviors and your perceptions are now aligned to win the business game as opposed to trying to avoid losing the game. And that is the difference between a defensive game and an attacking game. So what game are you playing? So I hope this has served you. If it has, maybe you think, I'd love to know what is happening within my unconscious. What is this aspect of me that keeps defeating me? If you would like to know that, and therefore you would like to be able to create a breakthrough in your business, then I invite you. Each month, I have a small number of free consultations for entrepreneurs that are already playing the game who want to create a breakthrough. You can go to the description box and you can fill out that form, and I'd invite you to a call as long as we're the right fit. And if this has served you, then please do subscribe and like this video, because I'm on a mission to support entrepreneurs like you to win the psychological battle so that you can create the business breakthrough that you desire. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Over and out.